Right, you're rolling.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hi.
I hope everyone enjoyed their lunch break. Now we're going to start with my aim and objective, which I will be discussing in a moment. But before I start, I would like to request all my learners to say hello other than their mother tongue. I have some hints on the screen.
Language.
Yeah, other than your mother tongue. I'll start in my Indian language is namaste, but I will say hello. So maybe we start and say in a different way hello. Let's start with Martin, please.
Hola.
Bonjour.
French.
David.
Ciao.
Ciao. Okay, very good.
Well, can you read out so many languages? Okay. Bonjour, hello, hola, hola, and
Just one.
ciao.
Okay, just one.
There you go.
There you go.
I can't read any more of those, I can't see anymore.
Just say namaste.
Ciao.
Namaste.
Namaste. There you go.
Ohio.
Ohio. Okay, thank you so much.
Wow.
That's myself. I work as a sous chef, which is second to the executive chef or the head chef at Intercontinental London Park Lane, which is a block away from the Buckingham Palace.
Yeah.
I did masters in international hospitality administration from the University of Perpignan in south of France, which is a small town called Nîmes. I did my graduation from India in hospitality administration in northeast India, Shillong. After that, I started working in the south of France, Nice, in sales and marketing before moving to Paris, Intercontinental, where I did my stage with French cuisine. From there, I moved to New Orleans in south of Louisiana, learning Cajun and Creole food, which is my favorite cuisine. From there, I moved to Dubai, Intercontinental, learning the Arabic and Mediterranean food. After spending 2 years, I went to Ohio in Cleveland, learning the American cuisine. From there, I went to Washington, D.C. for 2 years, very next to White House, our hotel Intercontinental Governor, originated in 1800th century. From there, I just moved in London this year in February, and I worked there as a sous chef, which is a chef manager, which is a head chef in absence of executive chef. That's about me. My aim and objective, the term food, cooking, it's not new to some of the guys. Everyone is aware of that. Food is the requirement of each and every human being or living organism. So I'm gonna show some light on this topic, cooking. It's a very vast topic, so I will just touch base some of the important key factors. Basic ground rules for the team: maintain a positive attitude, make no assumption, take nothing personally. Everyone in the team is equal. There is no bad idea or stupid idea. Every idea is a great idea, and resolve all issues respectfully. Other than this, washrooms are straight there, refreshment on the left-hand side. In case of fire emergency, please do not use elevator, use the stairways. Icebreaker, let's do this activity before I move on my actual topic. Let's stand up, everyone, as everyone has nice lunch. Have some space. So when I say sit, you sit. When I say stand, you stand up. And the one who will be last will sit on the hot seat here and will face few questions. Yeah. So sit, stand, stand. Okay. Sit, stand, stand, sit, sit. Okay, there you go. Please come forward. Okay, you will be getting help from our team of learners here. So, icebreaker is, there you go. I got some classical British dishes, the classical food, and I have the pictures, but I don't know what are they. These are some of the hints. You can have something other than these. So please name any three.
Is that a cheese souffle MC? Cheese souffle?
No.
That's an English dish. I mean, there's fish and chips.
Fish and chips, very
There
good.
is the roast.
Uh-huh.
But the rest of it, I don't know what it is. I don't
Okay.
know.
So something mash, yeah.
Shepherd's pie.
shepherd's pie, bangers and mash.
Roast
There
beef.
you go, Jack. There you
And
go.
Sunday roast beef. Come on.
Sunday
Friday.
roast, yeah, very good.
There's something in the middle.
I see Yorkshire.
And then Yorkshire pudding, very good.
And it's like, is that some sort
What's
of...
the Yorkshire pudding? Where is it?
Okay, this is Yorkshire
Oh,
pudding.
okay, yeah, but in the.
That's fish and chips, I'll start from here. That's fish and chips. There you go, the Sunday roast with Yorkshire pudding and some roast potato. Here, that's the bangers and mash. Shepherd's pie. And the dessert here.
That's something with custard.
Ah, that's not everybody.
Is that crumble or something? No, oh,
That's apple crumble.
apple
crumble.
crumble.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
thought that
Thank you.
cheese on it.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank you
it's
so much.
English.
You can have your
Oh,
seat.
thank you.
Okay, now the basic cooking method, I will be discussing it further, but before moving on there, let's see, why do we cook food?
Eat.
Everyone?
Sustenance.
Yeah, very good.
To eat.
To eat, very good. Anyone?
To kill germs.
To kill germs, very good. Yes, you?
Oh, God, it's just, because it's a social thing, isn't
Yeah.
it? Dinner parties. And...
Very good. I'm like, food, this topic is something which is above all the boundaries, which break the boundary for religion and for culture. Everyone needs food, And this cooking skills, it differs when you move from one country to another country, or one tradition or culture to another, thing. So food is the basic requirement. Cooking improves the flavor and appeal of the food also. Cooking makes food safe for eating as it kills microorganisms which may be present in the food. I'm not going beyond temperatures and all that stuff, but the basic requirement of cooking is to kill germs, make it safe for consumption. Commonly, the methods of cooking are divided into two. One is dry heat cooking method, and the other one is moist heat cooking method. So it's not, I'm just touching the base of it. In the dry cooking method, the food which has been cooked, there is no moisture used for the cooking. For example, baking, there is no moisture in this type of cooking. The food is baked, at an appropriate temperature, and there is no moisture inside that. It's very dry heat, I would say. We bake, nice cakes or pastries or all that stuff. Even, meat also sometimes we bake it, but there is appropriate temperature, and it's a part of dry heat cooking, not a moist heat cooking. Some of the examples, as you can see, some croissant, or you have pain au chocolat, or a lot of Danish pastries and all that stuff. Yorkshire pudding is also baking. Grilling where the food come in contact, not indirect contact with the fire or the heat, but is indirect. It touches the smokiness, it touches the char, so there will be a little bit of smoke flavor in the food. Broiling is very similar to grilling, but the basic difference between broiling and grilling is it's almost the same. The American call it broiling, and the British call it grilling. So it's the same term, but it's a dry heat method of cooking food.
So then I thought it was some way of boiling it somehow.
Roasting, everyone is aware of. Sunday roasts are very popular in Britain. You have roasted beef or lamb. I have seen, when I was working in Dubai, we stuff the whole camel,
Yeah.
and then we roast the whole camel.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Roast the whole
it's
camel.
The whole
Yeah.
camel.
Yeah, the whole thing.
It's as I told you, it differs from culture, religion,
Yeah.
countries, and all that stuff.
Oh my God.
That is roasting, which where the food doesn't come in direct contact with the fire. Dry heat will be there, no moisture is there. Sometimes when we do the roasting, we apply some fat on the food item, which a technical term in French is basting. Basting, yeah. Basting. So where you apply,
Keep it moist.
keep it
Yeah.
moist. The moist heat cooking method using water or moisture in that. One is boiling. We boil our vegetables and certain meat items also we boil it to make it tender. Where food get in contact with water with moisture. Boiling is always this method should be around 95 to 98 degrees Celsius, the temperature of water, when we boil. But what happens when the temperature is less than 90? If you're cooking something, Okay, simmer. Okay, simmer. The temperature should be around 70 to 78 degrees Celsius. But there is a temperature in between simmering and boiling. And everyone, we have it, you know, in a breakfast and all. You cook poaching. Very good. Poaching. Poaching. Poaching is, you know, is a cooking method where the temperature of water is 90 degrees Celsius, and the food get in contact with moisture and it get cooked. The traditional example is egg Benedict. You know, you poach your egg and then you serve it with English muffin and all. Frying.
Steaming then. Steaming.
Steaming is cooking the food with the effect of steam.
Yeah, I know, but it's
Yeah,
not
moisture.
Moisture. That's why I'm saying it's a vast topic, but I'm touching something. So I'm not, you know,
I just wanted
discussing
it
all
in my
the.
head.
Okay. Yes, steaming is also a process in moisture which comes, you know, in this.
Yeah.
Boiling, then you have frying. Sometime when you batter fry, there is a moisture in that. So you fry it. So that is, frying can be shallow frying or deep frying. Now, as you can see here, when food items are dipped in the oil, like whole, deep, that is deep frying. Shallow frying, when food item is not fully covered with the fat, is shallow frying. There's always, there's also a term called sautéing.
What is that?
Saute is when you know, when you saute or cook your vegetables, you know, very, very less amount of heat,
Right.
and you don't cook it all the way.
Right.
It's just maybe like 40% to 50%. So you saute your onion before you add your sauce. In the recipe you might read.
Fantastic.
Barbecue.
That's a man's thing.
Barbecue. What do you think? Is it a moist heat or dry heat?
Dry.
It's like grilling, dry.
Yeah, that's why I just put it intentionally in this part, so I just want to check you guys know it. It's somewhere closer to grilling and broiling, but the difference is the temperature. When you grill or broil any food item, you know, the temperature is very high and the food might get in contact with the heat sometime. But in barbecuing, the temperature is lower and the food item takes more time to cook and it will be more flavored, I would say. That's barbecuing, which is not a part of moist heating. It's a dry heating. Yeah? That's the poaching, as Martin just told before. Just poaching an egg. What should be the temperature of poaching?
90?
90, very good. 90.
How do you know how hot
I
your
know,
liquid
look
is?
at
Sorry?
How do you know how hot your water is without putting your finger?
When the water is boiling, I would say,
Bubbling.
it has bubbles and all. And when it's simmering, the water is silent. You know, you cannot see much activity inside it.
Okay.
But when the temperature is lower than boiling, you see it's at the bottom of the pan, it starts getting the heat,
Yeah.
like semi-bubbles.
Yeah.
It's not like full bubble. That is the right temperature for poaching egg. Now, one of the secret when I poach my egg in the hotel is we always put acid, vinegar. Vinegar inside
Is
the
that for flavour or is it?
No, that's for
cooking?
coagulation inside the egg yolk. That's for proper coagulation. That's why we add vinegar and we always season our water with salt. You know.
I heard you could put wine in there as well, a little bit of wine.
You can add white wine
Yeah.
because generally we use white wines when we, when we poach or we braise, which is a different, type of cooking. I don't want to go further in that, but you always add white wine in that. And red wine is always used when you roast your food item in a pan.
Yeah.
Because then you can get all the flavor. When you cook your food item in a sautéing pan,
Yeah.
there are certain particles which got stuck in the pan. So you deglaze it with red wine. You don't deglaze it with white wine because you get more flavor, Red wine.
Hungry now.
I know.
So,
Can you put something?
okay, so we move on our next activity, which is my favorite food. I will start with mine, and I would request all my learners to share their favorite dish and the method how you cook that. Yeah, I would say I like shrimp po' boy. How many of you have heard about shrimp po' boy?
No.
Shrimp po' boy is a Cajun and Creole food where you fry your shrimps and then you have it in a French, bread. Cajun and Creole, the term in South America, southern part of US came from Because American food is different, Cajun and Creole is
Yeah.
different, which is a fusion of African, Mexican and Caribbean food that combine together called Cajun and Creole food. My favorite dish is shrimp po' boy. Being an Indian is weird, but the cooking method here is frying. Yeah, let's start from here.
My favorite food is sushi. So that's basically boiling some rice. The fish is raw, but it's not really raw. It's over a smoke. It's over some. They get like hickory chips or wood chips, and they smoke it. I think
Okay.
before putting it onto the rice, and they serve all the
Okay,
sushi.
so rice with boiling,
Yeah.
sushi rice. Okay, for you, Jane?
I like Argentinian meat stew.
Okay.
Meat stew, and that's you're keeping the meat
Moist.
it marinates for a long time, and
Okay.
then you stew it with wine and
Mhm.
mustard.
Yum.
My favourite is spaghetti bolognese,
Uh-huh.
because it's easy and you can just leave it simmering on the hob for hours on end, but it needs lots of red wine in it. I
Okay.
think.
Which red wine do you add in that?
Oh, I don't know, whatever's in the cupboard.
Okay. Okay, let's.
I like a genuine couscous.
Oh,
I
couscous.
don't like the way it's made here.
Okay.
You know, because they put hot water in it. For couscous to taste right instead of pasty,
Mhm.
you actually have to soak it first for a while and then let it rise up and dry out.
Mhm.
And then what you do is you use a steamer,
Mhm.
put it in there, mix the oil as
Okay.
you do,
Mhm.
yeah, and then you let it steam up. The flavor is vastly different from
What's the
chicken,
cooking method?
you
used?
know. So, pardon?
Cooking method used to cook couscous?
It's a moist, it's moisture.
Moisty, very
Yeah.
good. Yeah, take
Okay. Yeah.
I'll tell you first, I've never cooked in my life. I tried to boil an egg once. I tried to boil an egg once and I burnt it.
Okay.
Oh, no, yeah.
True.
In the boiler?
I've done so much money
Okay.
in hell once.
What do you like to eat? What's your favorite dish?
Well, I love, minced lamb. No, minty lamb, sorry, minty lamb. You know lamb,
Yeah,
meat on it.
yeah.
Okay.
Lamb on
Roast
minty.
lamb.
Yeah.
Okay. So that will be which method of cooking?
Active cooking.
Dry heat.
Baking, dry
Dry
heat.
heat.
Dry.
Dry heat. Very good.
Guys, it's a really tough question for me. Japanese, I'll go with, because I would say Japanese with takoyaki style, but I'll say I love a good paella.
Oh, the pie
Really
is Spanish.
good paella.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I love Spanish food.
Okay.
So that's a mixture of cooking styles, but
Yeah, yeah.
predominantly
Uh-huh.
moisture, isn't it?
Do you? Which wine do you try with paella?
What you mean, cooking in it or
yeah,
drinking
yeah.
with
No,
it?
cooking.
Oh, right, okay.
Talking about cooking, not drinking. Yeah.
What's your point? Yeah. I actually have never made a paella with wine in it.
Okay, white wine is.
Do you?
Yeah,
Put
yeah.
white wine in the paella?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Right before you saute your, onions and
Yeah,
garlic
yeah.
and that. So you add it before and you cook it for a time, so all the alcohol evaporates
Yeah.
and there is no taste of alcohol.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Yes,
learned something else today.
Marty?
I like barbecues. So
Barbecue.
I can't cook steak any other way.
Okay.
Put it on the barbecue, it comes out. I like lamb steaks.
Okay.
And I like marinated chicken, anything like that on a barbecue.
That's
Live in a
great.
real country.
Yeah, I know you can only do it for about 3
That's
weeks
great.
a year.
No, you've got an umbrella, you're all right.
Okay, there you go. I have any questions about it? That's fine if you don't have
Have you got
anything. Yeah,
cordon
please.
bleu?
Yes, sir?
Have you got cordon bleu certification then?
No, not from there.
You don't,
No, no.
just sacre.
No, I mean I have done certificate course in sous vide cooking, which is the
Okay.
modern style of
Yeah.
cooking. I did it in US. We used to practice there a lot.
Yeah.
Plus, other than my area is fusion cuisine. Since I have
Okay,
traveled
you-
around,
okay,
I
you like to
use
mix,
a lot of
yeah.
a lot of dishes.
I've been in 4 of the hotels you've worked in, intercontinental.
Yeah, I'm like,
I've been
I-
in 4 of those.
I started my career with Relais and Chateau
Yeah.
in Nice.
Okay, I know it.
Where I started working with sales and marketing, and then I was like, cooking is my passion. And then I got this opportunity in Michelin star in French Alps.
Is it your kitchen that actually services the rooms for room service?
Yeah. The
Oh,
kitchen
that's
is,
good.
yeah, the kitchen
Because I
is,
mean, the one at, next door, the competition, the Hilton,
uh-huh,
room service is crap.
uh-huh. No, I'm like
Yeah,
in the,
Intercontinental is much better.
in the main kitchen, you send the food to room service. You have a
Yeah.
couple of restaurants, you have lounge, you have bar, you have afternoon tea. So and then like my role is when the head chef is not there. You are in charge of the kitchen.
Yeah.
That's what. Yes, Martin.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, how long would you boil an egg for and how long would you poach an egg for?
Pay attention.
Hard boiled egg is always 12 minutes.
12 for hard.
Medium boil,
Hard-boiled egg,
hard boiled egg.
Yeah.
When you boil a hard boiled, when you start boiling your egg, it should be hot water or cold water.
Dunno.
It should always be cold water.
Cold water.
So you put your egg in the cold water,
Yeah.
you boil it for 12 minutes, that's a hard boiled egg.
Right.
8 minutes for medium,
Eight.
and you want runny, it should be 6 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
But it's 12 minutes since the
From
boil
when?
or 12 minutes since the beginning?
12
Since the
minutes
beginning,
to
in
Since
cold
the
water you put
beginning.
it.
So I
Since
do
the
it from boil.
But doesn't it
From
matter
cold
what
to boil.
the temperature, like if it will be 12 minutes on high temperature?
None. When the water starts boiling from cold, it will
Right.
get that temperature. And
Yeah.
in order to get that temperature, it might take 3 to 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it actually cooks in that hot water. So what we do is when we are busy, we have like 4 alarms in the kitchen, like small. So we put the alarm 12 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes. So you monitor it.
So, but then will it not matter how much water
Have
you
an egg
boil?
timer for a
The egg should be simmered, fully covered with water.
Put it
Yeah.
poached?
In the post, I would say, the container should be
Sorry?
sorry, the container should be 3/4 filled, And
Yeah.
before dropping your egg, you need to add vinegar and you need to give a
Yeah.
motion to the water so the egg
Stir
revolves
it.
inside.
Yes, so stir it.
You
So
get
it
how
doesn't
long?
It's like you want a well done
No,
No.
post egg or medium or
medium.
medium. I would say maybe around 4 minutes. I would say.
Buy an egg poacher.
Yeah. Other than this, if you have any question, you can always, follow me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, GTalk.
Fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. You are-
Business cards?
Yeah,
If I go to the restaurant, can I call you?
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to do that, aren't you?
Yeah.
Any more questions?
We don't heard
Yeah.
Do you
about
know when
12
you said,
eggs
you
gonna be
said you
better.
cook the whole camel?
Uh-huh.
I know it sounds stupid, but in my head I thought, fuck man, that must be a big oven.
And
I
you
was
know-
on the idea of putting a camel in an oven, I thought, they must have massive ovens.
Hooves and all.
Yeah.
And it's,
Dave, I was thinking the same thing, to be honest. So,
for us, it took around 3 days to actually roast because it's slow roasting. The camel, and then we stuff it with a lot of vegetables, rice inside.
Yeah.
How
Rice
does
and
salmon
vegetable.
meat taste like?
Chicken.
Have you tried camel milk? Coffee with camel milk?
No.
Not the milk.
Is it strange that we never tried camel milk?
No, it's very popular in Middle East when you go.
Yeah, it is.
They have this dessert called umali,
Yeah.
which is made from camel milk.
Yeah.
It's very delicious, I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did the
So-
person whose camel know that it was going to be eaten?
It's food stuff.
Sorry?
Did the person who the camel belonged to
Hmm.
know it was going to be cooked?
No, because they have, farms.
Oh,
Yeah. The camels got raised.
He's asking if
Right,
salmon meat.
let's get on to the feedback anyway.
Considering.
Thank you so much.
Martin, you've got one there,
You
haven't you?
stop the film.
Yeah. I've
No,
got.
maybe you want to come video.
Okay.
Oh, do you want me? Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Right,
go,
oh,
go,
yeah,
go,
that's
Go,
it.
go.
Yeah, I've got down here extremely knowledgeable, very interesting subject, good engagement with group and individuals, and you seem to be pleased to be talking about what you were presenting,
Loves
which
his food.
and was happy, like really nice. I'm not sure that I got a summary at the end, and I would just say one thing maybe as an area for development. I like the game, but you've got to be really careful about the dynamic of the individuals of the groups, because some people wouldn't like being picked on and sat on a chair. So they might really not
Okay,
like
appreciate it, man.
that.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Martin.
Well,
Who else has got the balls? Michelle, got you.